used to ask them, do you have a handicap certificate? And all of them didn't have a handicap certificate. And all of us think, yeah, what is this, the system and all. So there's a civil surgeon who gives the handicap certificate on 5, 15 and 25th of the month. I don't know if you've ever tried to get a certificate from there, but it's like getting a root canal. Dr. Banerjee will understand. Root canal without, what do you call that? Mandibular block, right? That lignocaine injection. And you know why they don't get certificate? Because it is impossible for a poor person to carry a handicapped child from Paragoda to Jamshedpur. It costs 2,000 rupees to hire a vehicle. And when they come here, nobody listens to them. So how we treat the poor is unbelievable. So what we did was, I drank up a friend called Sandeep Agarwal in Gatchil and said, hey Sandeep, I need a vehicle. He said, no problem, boss. I said, 3 days a month. He said, no problem. So we started this called the Viklang Rath. And the first day it started, everybody said, sir, only 5 children are there. It started from Dumaria. 5 kids. I said, started. You won't believe it. That day, 25 kids came. Now we take a bus and we provide them food. Only 12,000 rupees a month. Gives certificate to 1,200 children every year. Only 1,20,000. I know friends who drink 1,20,000 in a night. Seriously, some of these dinners at Second House, you know, which they stop calling me these days because they think I've crossed over to the other side, the bad side. But that's the issue. I have friends who drink 50,000 rupees of whiskey. And we can just change lives of kids by the simple stuff. So then we started saying, what do we do on the health front? So we have decided that there will not be a single handicapped child person in this constituency. And not a single child who's got a cleft lip and a palate. Because one of the biggest causes of killing of girl children is cleft palate after they're born. So this is simple stuff. So we're doing a health camp, we're going to identify the work with Tata Motors Hospital and Tata Steel Hospital with the smile train operation, smile and do a and then Dr. Bharat and what's that hospital? Tamolia. Brahman. We can do it. We can operate every child. We just need to understand our life is so worthless if you're not using it for something more profound. Believe me. Because Parvati Ghat is really a reality. Just not worth it to go around. At least somebody should be around. I'm serious about it. It really troubles me. Yeah. So we said we'll be honest, if not we started the train service, there was some educational hub, I tell you, we are able to get Manipal to come. I hope we are able to succeed in the next 1 year. They've got the medical clearance to set up a medical college. We just needed clearance from the Ministry of... yeah, that's next. Yeah, please go on. But so, yeah. So, I have a schedule. So I told everybody I'm going to meet you 3. And I was telling Dr. Banerjee, you know, I am today the fittest than I was, much fitter than when I was in school. And it's interesting because politics, to meet people is so difficult on a motorcycle that by accident I've become fitter. You see, I have to walk. Believe me, I never knew that there were so many Jagarans in Jamshedpur. Yeah. You know, Jagaran, I don't know if you have attended Jagaran or not, Kabhi Bhandara. You know. And my wife laughs, you know, she said, I'm the most non-traditional, ritualistic, religious person she's ever met. I am not at all religious in the ritual sense. But since I've become a member of parliament, I know every function. You know, I know Janmashtami Kab ho raha hai. I mean, what is the, you know, I'm even trying to learn some shlokas. I mean, you know how wonderful life is. But I've got better and fitter because I just have to do my job. So that's interesting. So we go around. Yeah. Let's go around. Yeah, that's good. And on solar light, I'll come up to you. I want to, and I want to throw a challenge to the Rotary people. Yeah, go down, please. On football, I'll share with you some of the projects just cover up all together at one time. Football is there, then yeah, just go down. So I want to speak to you on 3 things, okay? How we can change this country. And listen, we're not going to change this world, but we can change our own homes. Okay? So we decided to pick up 4 main projects. Solar lights was what I decided to do. And everybody said it's impossible to put, and you know on solar light what happened was, during elections I got lost. Okay, by the way, when I speak to people, I've understood that, you know, everybody says that we want to listen to you, you're interesting and all that, then they serve nasta behind and then everybody disappeared, so in case you want to start, you can just start clapping. Seriously, I mean, it's okay with me, I don't get offended. I'm reasonably thick-skinned, so if you're bored, you can clap, I'll understand. Okay. Seriously, I'm very Catholic, okay. But I want to tell you something interesting. So we have 4 projects, solar lights, ponds, okay. Solar lights, ponds, I wrote it down for... Just look at that. Yeah, so PC, solar light, football, water, which is ponds and all. So I want to speak to you on water and how Rotary can impact. During my travel to the rural areas and Jamshedpur, I realized that whichever village has got 12 months of water, there is no poverty. Because if you have agriculture for 12 months, simple. All these netas talk big nonsense and we will do something and we'll do intervention and all. If you have water for 12 months for agriculture, there is no poverty. And when you go to a village which has got water, villagers don't want your freebies. Nobody likes to beg. Because I went to Beragoda, so there's interesting, I'm in Beragoda, only politics could have taught me. So I'm in this right side of the road, nobody asking for money, nobody asking for help. Left side of the road, everybody asking for help. Next village, right side of the road, no problem, left side. Right side of the road, I would go, they would say, Sansad बोलते 25 साल से कोई आया नहीं, आप आके चाय पीजिए चले जाइए. Left side of the road बनाइए, वृद्धा पेंशन दीजिए, विधवा पेंशन दीजिए, ये दीजिए, वो दीजिए. So I couldn't understand what was the problem. Then I realized that the problem was that the right side of the road was next to Suvarnik and they had access to water. So we decided, in a crazy way, that we are going to make 2,000 ponds. Okay? Now everybody says, you can't make 2,000 ponds. You know, in the city of Jamshedpur, all of us live in Tata colonies. And we are so, you know the city of Jamshedpur, how much do we occupy? We occupy 25%. So I met with, and so that's why I said, so let's take city and said, it cost us only 80 lakhs to remove water problem from all bastis. So I said, I will fund it from the MP fund. All bastis. Then I went and met Mr. Nerurkar and said, hey Mr. Nerurkar, sir, with all due respect to Tata Steel and everybody else, you know, everybody is stealing your water. If you give water, you will save money. They actually steal all your water. And you still don't want to give water. And they are having a great time. You go to Bagonagar, everybody is stealing your water. If you give water, you will save water. So we've decided to create common water taps with Tata Steel. We will fund it. Give water, and believe me, the theft of water, because the water is flowing. You go everywhere, Kuala Basti, I don't know if you remember, Pandey Sahab, you know, remember they used to put that thing. There's this huge high pressure pipe which goes from Tata Steel to Tata Motors. And this whole colony is, you know, having a great time. They got water at high pressure, like the White House. I don't know if you know, in the White House, the American president has got shower which is special pressure. Same thing in Kuala Basti because of Tata Steel. They're stealing your water. Seriously. So you want to be an American president kind of water level, go to Kuala Basti, have a bath. Why aren't you giving them water? What is so big deal? Why can't you give... okay, now the Bastis want to pay for cleanliness. They are ready to pay 100 rupees. You still don't want to provide those services. So we are now negotiating and getting there. So when you look at the problem of the city and say, boss, it's not you. It's everybody else and we can do it together. And you can still make it nice. And you can actually make the city of Jamshedpur better, beautiful, cleaner and nicer. And actually save money. And I realized that we give power, irrespective of whether it is corporate guys or bureaucrats, they all go crazy. Tata Steel, I tell you, sometimes when you look at the Jusco and when you negotiate, I said, boss, yeah, these guys. There's a rule in Jamshedpur which says you can't build a building beyond 4 stories. Everybody else in the country are doing it. So I'm just saying, looking back, you know, that there are ways to do it. We need to change it, but we need to look at it. We need to see, look at the problem and come with innovative solution. Okay. Hey, if I'm boring you guys, please. Okay. So this pond. So we're going to make 2,000 ponds. I don't know how we're going to do it. But I'm sure we're going to do it. The 2,000 computers, when we started on this 2,000 computers, we said we're going to give computers to every poor school. And you know what? I'm an exceptionally good arms seeker, you know, arms, ALMS, a sophisticated word for begging. I ask anybody and anybody. Anybody, everywhere, anybody, all the time. So I started asking TCS, everybody. We are able to collect 900 computers to learn. We're going to get there to 2,000 by the next few months. 2,000 PCs. And when you give a PC to a child in the village, and when she switches it on, it's going to set her thinking. And even if you have an old PC which is working, give it to a school, give it to someone who sets the child to dream. That will be much more than all of us what we do. Simple stuff, PC. On water I told you about ponds and the industry. I told you on the football, the solar lights was the last one which I said interesting because everybody said, I wrote to Mr. Tata and said, I want to put solar lights in the villages, sir. Can you support me for 100 villages? Mr. Tata writes to me back saying, hey Ajoy, good job, I'm happy you won the election. How many villages do you have? I said, I have 1700. He says, let's do 1700. So by next year, September, every village in my constituency will have a solar light. So you'll have a light at least for every village. So no single village will be dark at night. It's not difficult. As long as you're ready to pay. And we'll have those 2,000 pounds, believe me. Beg, borrow, steal, we'll do it. I accept stealing everything. So I told you about the plan, we told you about the bedroom and toilets. And how you can help. The government of India has got a budget for toilets. So if you adopt a basti, there is a money. So I don't come to Rotary for asking for money. But I ask for Rotary to come and spend your time and your bandwidth. Start engaging. We don't need your money. Believe me, the money is not the issue at all. The issue is that how much are we doing spending time? No need of money. But if you go to a basti and say, these are the houses which don't have toilets, I'll get you the money. This is a Government of India project. So it's interesting. So I did the review with Sulabh, who is supposed to do it. 4 or 5 years, Jharkhand government has done 22 toilets. It's ridiculous. So then I threatened the Sulabh guy, because being an ex-policeman, some of your habits still don't die so soon. You tend to be, violent in spurts. So I threatened this Sulabh guy, and when I threatened this Sulabh guy, he said, okay, we'll get working. So we have got 2,000 toilets sanctioned from Bangalore. We can get another 10,000 if you want. The money is there. It's just some organization has to start collecting data, getting us the houses which don't have toilets, and then the money will flow through. So those are projects where the Rotary can do a phenomenal impact on doing sanitation without money, by just being there. Okay. Dr. Banerjee, I know I've finished for 20 minutes. I've finished for 20 minutes. Okay, I'm just closing up. Yes, just go ahead. Just, boss. Next. Thanks, sir. Yeah. Just go ahead. That's it. I don't want to spend too much of time on this. So that's my team. The team says, boss, you're not so good looking, so why don't you show the team's photographs? So that's okay. And just go ahead. But next. Now I want to finish off with a couple of slides. The ultimate guru of management is my dog.